Hello, fourth graders. How are you doing? Happy Monday. For this spelling video, you need your Right Dog for the Job packet, as well as this kind of pinkish salmon colored paper that your substitute handed out to you. Well, we're going to put this paper off to the side, and right now I want you to open up to your very first page, which is page 1. And we're going to go through your spelling words for this week. And I'm going to write little notes next to each one of these words, or actually not all of them, but just a couple of them that I think maybe you're not sure of the meanings. But before we do that, let's go ahead and read through each one of these words together. You don't have to read it out loud, but you can just listen to me read it. Glance, judge, damage, package, twice, stage, carriage, since, practice, marriage, baggage, office, message, bridge, chance, notice, ridge, manage, palace, bandage. And your challenge words are fringe, average, fleece, fragrance, and excellence. Now, if we head up to number 1, the word glance means to look at quickly. Go ahead and write that down. To look at something quickly and then take your eyes off of it, that would be to glance. Judge can be a verb or a noun. If it was a verb, you might make a judgment on something. For example, you might look outside and see that the sun is shining, but you know it's the middle of March, so it's probably a little bit cooler weather. So you might judge it to be a colder day and wear long sleeves. It can also be a noun, which you would find at a courtroom or like Judge Judy, somebody who makes decisions about people who have broken the law. You know the word damage, you know the word package. Twice means 2 times. Go ahead and write that down. Stage is a place where you perform. A carriage is kind of like a horse and buggy. They used those a lot in older times where the horse would carry some people in the buggy and maybe some luggage up top. Since, practice, marriage, baggage, office, message, bridge, chance, notice, ridge is sort of like a bump. Manage, palace, it's like a big mansion. And you should know what a bandage is by now, because I'm sure that you have put one of those on your body at some point, like a Band-Aid. Fringe is something that is on clothing. And it kind of looks like pieces above material that's kind of cut up and hangs off of it could be a shirt where it's kind of cut at the bottom and it kind of hangs off in little pieces. That would be a fringe. Average, you know what average is. Fleece is a warm material, usually on the inside of sweatshirts, sometimes in your on your bed sheets. Fragrance is like a perfume, something that smells. And of course, you know what excellence is. If you have any other questions about any of those other words, please ask your substitute teacher. Now what I'd like for you to do is just kind of put that list off to the side a little bit, but also have your salmon colored sheet right next to it. We are now going to take all of these words and put them into one of 4 categories. The first category has the j sound with only 1 syllable. The second category has the uj sound with 2 syllables. The third category has that same edge sound but more than 2 syllables. And the last category has the s sound, but it's spelled with a CE. So syllables are, I think you know what these are. It's the sound that a word makes. For example, the word glance, that only has 1 syllable. You only hear it 1 time. Glance. I like to clap sometimes. Go ahead and clap. Glance. That was a big thumb picture. Oh my goodness. Glance is spelled with a CE. It only has 1 syllable. We're going to put that in this column. So we're going to write glance. It has the final CE at the end, but it's an S sound. Judge. Go ahead and clap judge. Judge only has 1 syllable and it has the j sound. So we're going to put that in our first column. Damage. If you clapped that, damage. That has 2 syllables and it has the j sound, the edge sound, damage. Even though it's A-G-E, it kind of sounds like I. So we're going to put damage in this column. And if I'm moving too quickly, just go ahead and stop the video. Our next word is package. That sounds a lot like damage and has 2 syllables, so we're going to put it in this column. Go ahead and write that down. Number 5 is twice. Now, twice it ends with a CE, so we're going to put that in our final S column. And remember this column, it doesn't matter how many syllables it has. Stage. Stage has the j sound and 1 syllable, so it goes underneath judge. Next is carriage. Carriage. That has 2 syllables and has the uj sound, so that goes on this column. Next word is since. I see that SE at the end. Since. Practice. It has 2 syllables, but it doesn't have the edge sound. Yep, it's going to go in this final column. Practice. Marriage. Can you guess where that one will go? Yep, 2 syllables. Marriage is going to go with the edge sound. Baggage. Yep, second column. Number 12, office. Where should that one go? It has the CE on the end, so it's going to go in this last column. Message. Message. Oops, I'm making the camera move. 2 syllables, and it has the edge sound, so we're going to put that one in the second column. Bridge. How many syllables? 1. Put it in the j column. Chance. Yep, you guessed it. Last column. CE. Notice. Last column. How about ridge? I hear the j sound, and it only has 1 syllable. same as bridge. Manage. I hear 2 syllables and I hear the edge sound. So it's going to go in the second column. Palace. Yep, has the CE. Put that at the end. Bandage. I hear the edge sound, and it has 2 syllables. Now we hit our challenge words. Fringe. 1 syllable. It has the just sound, so we'll put it in our first column. Now this next one, see if you can count how many syllables. Average. Average. 3 syllables, so we're going to put it in the more than 2 syllables column with the edge sound. Average. Fleece. Yep. Last column. Fragrance. Fragrance. Yep, has the CE on the end, so we're going to put that in the last column. And our last one, excellence. CE. Can you think of another word that might go in this third column that has more than 2 syllables and has the edge sound? How about this word? Arranges. That's not one of your spelling words, but arranges. It does have 3 syllables. You don't have to write that one. Okay, so those are all your words for this week, and I want you to notice all of your words, 4th graders, have an E on the end. Every single one. Every single one. All right, your homework now for you to work on is I want you to work on page 1. You do not have to do the challenge. And work on page 2. All right. You can go ahead and get to work. And this sheet can go in your Trapper Keeper. Bye.